You're watching a special broadcast from NBC.
For NBC Nightly News, I'm Tullis Burrows.
And I'm Shane Guggenheim.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, the Imperial Navy of Japan conducted a brutal and daring assault against the American naval outpost and the American naval fleet stationed on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
President Franklin Delaware Roosevelt declared yesterday to be a day which will live in infamy, and officially declared war on Imperial Japan.
Tensions have been rising between the United States and Imperial Japan since 1937, when Japan invaded mainland China. In response, the United States instituted a trade embargo on all oil products and the sale of oil products to Japan. Given that the nation lacks the necessary oil reserves, this hurt their economy. In addition, while information about the attack is few and far between, here's what we know. At approximately 7:50 a.m. local time, the first wave of Japanese aircraft consisting of fighters and bombers struck Pearl Harbor and several other surrounding Air Force stations.
The majority of our planes were destroyed before they even got in the air, leaving our brave soldiers and ships defenseless.
While the attack only lasted a little over 2 hours, 4 of the 8 battleships in the United States Pacific Fleet were sunk. These include the USS Arizona, the USS Nevada, the USS Oklahoma, and the USS Tennessee.
Nearly 2,000 sailors, soldiers, and army men also lost their lives during the brutal assault. It is unknown how many Japanese were killed or how long they have been planning the attack for.
However, fear not, dear viewer. Not all hope is lost. Luckily, during the assault, all 7 of the United States prized aircraft carriers were conducting military training miles away from Pearl Harbor and were left untouched during the assault.
While our ability to project air power around the globe remains intact, we, the American people, must now make the necessary preparations for war.
Citizens across the country are lining up to enlist, and we, dear viewer, the anchors of NBC, hope that you will too. It is time to take the fight to the Pacific and defend freedom across the globe.
Today we have a special guest that's going to be talking to us about his thoughts on what's happened in Pearl Harbor and what he's going to do about it and what his thoughts are. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is John. I'm from Kentucky. I think that those Japs that killed our brave boys on Pearl Harbor are heathens. They need to be dealt with.
Amen.
I'm going to take every precaution necessary to kill them, to murder them, to end their lives, if you will. I'm going to be doing this through enlisting. I'm going to go fight some Japs in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and parts of Burma. We're going to make sure that nothing like this ever happens again.
Hell no. Well spoke, John. Last question for you. What do you think we should do about this specifically, and how we should, as a unit, as a country, as America, react to this foul act done by the Japs?
Well, this sure as heck, by God, ain't the first time something like this happened. You had Germans bombing the Lusitania during World War One, killing American citizens. Okay, this ain't the only time this happened now, and every single time America has shown her true colors, because these colors don't run now.
Hey, man.
You hear me? They don't run. We are going to unite. We are going to fight and we are going to spill as much Jap and Nazi blood until Europe and the Pacific are under a banner of freedom. Now you hear? Under a banner of liberty. Thank you.
How long? Well, the man John said it himself. That gives you something to think about tonight, Americans. We'll see you next time.
This has been a special broadcast from NBC.